Everyone, it's Kirei here for Bramble Fox and happy International Scrapbook Day 2024. I'm using the special edition crafting collection and the Paper Snips Crafty Friends number 57. And I am working with a challenge, Tic Tac Toe. You have to use 3 in a line of the items shown in the Tic Tac Toe. And I've used pretty much all of them except for the 2 photos. I did completely forgot, to be fair. Okay, so right, you can see there's a huge amount of perspectives over there. That's all of the crafty collection. So I do aim to, well, I was trying to get as many as I could onto my layout. And so I decided to go with a tried and tested grid layout, and I'm just using the Bella Boulevard collection, and this is one of the Bella Besties papers. I'm just using a square in the center, and then I'm going to use some layered squares to create my grid on the top of that, because I felt like a grid layout would allow me to create like little individual embellishment clusters, and I could really take advantage of using as many of that fabulous crafty collection perspectives as possible. So I pulled in here Fox cut number 99 stencil, and I'm just adding a little bit of detailing around each of the 4 edges using Distress Oxides in Picked Raspberry and Peacock Feathers. So just using my little mini brush there, just to add a little bit of detail. And then that's my background pretty much done. Now I have been very proactive, and I have fussy cut all of the paper snips out, as you can see over there on the left. So I do love a bit of fussy cutting, so it was one of those things I was just able to sit down and do in front of the telly one night. Oh, here we go. Here's the squares. So I've got these layered squares. I've got it's a bright coloured square in the background, and then it's got text all over it, all sort of scrap related terms. And then I'm just going to create a 3x3 grid over my layout. And then I've stitched around each of the inner squares and distressed all of the edges, of course. I don't know why I'm distressing that one, because actually I'm going to cover it up with a photo in just a moment. So anyway, right, I'll get all of those stuck down now. So yes, so I did, as I say, added some hand stitching. So I'm already ticking off some of the Tic Tac Toe. So I've used 3 or more pattern papers. So I've got the background, I've got the squares, the bright coloured squares there with the triangles on. You can see that's another pattern paper. And then I have the one with the text on, which is the 3rd pattern paper. I've used machine stitching. So I've got that on there, and I've used inks or paints because I've used my stenciling, and I've got torn or distressed edge as well. I've got plenty of distressing, so I've definitely tick that off. I've also used bright colours because I've got really bright colours in the papers. So yeah, so I've ticked off, I think, crikey, 5 or 6, I think, already. So yeah, now obviously when you do a tic tac toe challenge, you don't have to use all of the elements on the board. You really only have to use any 3 in items in a line, so going across, down, or diagonally. But anyway, I always like to challenge myself and go for as many as I possibly can. Right, so there's my photo, and then I'm bringing in here all of the different, I've got lots of different perspectives here from that crafty collection, and then I've got the paper snips, which is really, they're the only elements, or pretty much the only elements, that I will actually embellish with. I was really challenging myself to get as many perspectives on as I could, because so that's why, as I say at the beginning, that's why I went with this grid design, because I felt like it would really allow me to do that. So I've got the cute scissors. Got a lot of speech bubbles there with Crafty Girl, Stash Addict. One's got a heart on it and a star. And there's another, the Enabler, the crazy one. And then I've got the punches and the crafting tote. Then I've got like the 3 scrapbook girls down the bottom, a bit like Charlie's Angels. I think that's everything. And of course my title, which is My Kind of People. So perfect title to go with a photo of my, these were my table buddies at the Paper Fox weekend retreat that I went to recently. So yeah, so going to mount my photo, and I'm just pulling out some of the pattern papers here. Now, I was umming and ahhing about what to go with here. You can see I've got black in, and I sort of was really tempted with the black. I thought it would make the photo really pop. However, didn't have any other black anywhere. So I do go back and use that sort of tealy colour, as you can see now. So I'll get that mounted and cut, and then of course I will distress the edges. Now obviously at the moment everything is just sat there and isn't stuck down, so I will start I'll get that started shortly. But yeah, so this layout came together really quite quickly. I think a grid layout is often is a good go-to if you're a little bit stuck, and I was definitely going, oh, what am I going to do? I've got lots of perspectives. I really want to use as many as I possibly can to really show off the crafting collection, and I've got a great photo to go with it. So yeah, this was sort of perfect. So yes, grid layout, nice and easy. Okay, I'm going to get things stuck down now. So of course I'm using glossy accents on the perspectives. I just find it's a really nice strong hold. So I'm getting that one down, and then and then I'll just get everything else stuck down. Now I have sort of gone layer on layer with some of the perspectives, so I do add quite a lot of glue when I'm doing that, for some of the scissors at the top, and then the punch and the speech bubble in the top right. They're sort of layered over each other. So yeah, I just make sure I add plenty of glossy accents to the areas that are going to be touching either the base or the perspective. And then I've got some of the paper snips here with the little word phrases on, and I was just adding a little bit of foam tape behind that one there. That one says Maker's Gonna Make, and then I've got a number of other ones on there: Scrapbook Everything, Make Beautiful Things, Born to Crop Not Mop. I love that one, and crafty and happy. So just a couple of the little word phrases, and then there's the little banners as well that I've got. Craft happy that I've just added to that, the tote down the bottom, and I've got good vibes and captured. So yeah, then I've got some of the little crafty sort of icons, a camera, obviously something that we all use, well, mobile phones of a lot of the time these days, and what else? I've got sort of rolls of, I've got washi tape, a tape measure, punch, actually another camera, some photographs, so paint palette, so lots of just perfect. So absolutely ideal. And seeing as it's International Scrapbook Day, it's a perfect way to get a layout done, scrapbooking about scrapbooking. So yeah, so here we go. Now, as typical, even though I'm sticking things down flat, essentially, they're only stuck down in the center. There we go. I have actually got everything stuck down now. Yes, so when I'm sticking down any of the paper snips and they might be flat to the background, I'm only sticking in the center so that I get that sort of lift on them. I can curl up the edges. Just going in and adding a few little epoxy flowers here, just to add some extra pops of color. And then I did raise these ones up on foam pads actually, just to keep that sort of dimension going. And then what else? Oh, I've got these little gold hearts. Because I'm ticking off another one on my Tic Tac Toe board, gold or silver. So I'm getting the gold in here. And is there anything else I've ticked off? Obviously, Bramble Fox perspectives. I've used 12 of them. So that's pretty good going. And then what else? I think I've got enamel dots. Yes, here we go, the enamel dots. So that also ticks off another sequins or enamel dots. So actually, out of all of the nine elements on the Tic Tac Toe board, I have managed to use 8 of them because I didn't use 2 photos. I only went with 1 photo. So yeah, so that was pretty happy with that. And then what's left, I just add some journaling to the left of the photo there, and I am done. Here's the final layout, and you will see all of the close-ups in just a moment. There you go. You can see those super cute crafty perspectives that come with the crafting collection. It's available on bramble.fox.co.uk right now. It's in the store, along with the paper snips, number 57, Crafty Friends. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fabulous National Scrapbook Day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.